Hey, welcome, and yeah, I'm here to try out the controller. Now, I've been trying this out for a couple days now, um, just to sort of like, I don't need to show you guys all the trying to install this, install that, to get this working and change this setting, change that setting. Anyway, I've kind of got some settings that kind of work for me. Um, Let me go through it right now. First and foremost, controls. Alright, so from the off, these are the settings that I found to make driving with the controller bearable. Um, Steering weight, it's kind of like how fast the steering goes from left to right when you're moving the analog stick. 5 to 7 seems to work quite nice for me. I feel like you're gonna have to change this depending on the track as well. This just works for Sebring, but I'm pretty sure it probably won't work for Spa and all these other sort of tracks, but bear that in mind. I got You also have to make sure that this steering wheel range is down to 180 or something quite low. Also make sure you click that X there, so so that it's not set for the vehicle, it's set by how you put it here. This is all crucial, massively crucial, but that especially. uh, yeah, I mean, obviously, like, there's just no force feedback. Like, that's pretty much the big downside when you're using a controller. It's like you're not too sure if you're oversteering, understeering. Like, not that you're not sure. You can see it, but you don't feel it first. That's the thing. So you can't react as quickly as you would. So anyway, once you've got all these settings down, then you have to go into the garage and make sure that you lower this wheel range lock to like two, at the lowest it can go. This is the lowest it can go here, 240. And then yeah, once you've done that, then you just go about your business, innit? Go and try and keep the car on track, man. But yeah, it's not easy. It's not easy at all. Like, especially the setup I'm using right now. There's no way in hell. I'm pretty sure you wouldn't be using this if you were driving with a wheel. But I've obviously had to compensate for the fact that I haven't got much. Like, my controller game is whack basically. I've had to increase the traction control because it's very easy to spin the car out on throttle. I've had to make the car much more understeery, to counteract the fact that, like, when I'm turning in, it's just so easy to like throw the entire car in. You're like, oh god. So, but yeah, so that's basically it. I mean, this is nothing special. This is just keeping me on track. So anyway, let me just do a few laps in practice just to warm myself up, and then we'll move on to quali. There we go. Oh, a little bit too deep there. Oh, that was nice. That was nice. But yeah, one of the biggest things, like the hardest things using a controller for me, is just being consistent. I might be able to do an okay lap every now and then. Ah, But yeah, it's just very hard to keep that going. Like, these damn controllers are so fiddly. Ooh. No, you bastard. Ugh. Ah, too deep. Whew. Man, that sunset corner never gets boring. Gotta be so gentle around that corner because it's so easy to get on the throttle too hard there. Oh Lord, oh my God, oh my God. No, no. I'm always pushing too hard there, always. God. My lord. Alright then, so basically I am 1 second off. Like, what the hell? It's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. Hopefully they're doing quali laps. um, okay. Yeah, like you see, man, it's just... I feel like I lose the most in sort of the slow corners because it's so easy for me to get on the throttle and find that I'm spinning out too much because I'm pressing it too much. So it's because I mean, you know, the area that I've got to work with the right trigger is only like maybe like a centimeter, maybe a centimeter and a half in terms of like actual travel. I probably wouldn't even say it's that. So yeah, man, yeah, I need to really update my controller skills. I can't believe I used to race with this. Bloody madness. I grew up on a controller, and now racing wheels have spoilt me. Spoilt me. Alright, then let's just move on to quali. Let's see what I can do. What was I going to say? Just, I forgot to mention that the difficulty is set on a staggering 105. Okay, 105%, which is amazing for me. Okay, personally, it was amazing. I started off pretty much like I was doing like 206s and whatever at the very beginning when I first started using the controller. So I was like at like maybe 90%, and then slowly, sort of as I started to get a bit better and change the settings, it started to get what's it called? Yeah, I was able to like improve, but yeah, I'm kind of at 105. I'm 105 now, where I can kind of keep pace with them a bit, but at the same time, the AI doesn't like when they're doing their times, they're just doing a specific time consistently the entire race. Whereas me, I can. Oh wait, hold on a sec. Am I here with like race fuel? Bloody race fuel, yeah. They can do that time literally maybe 20, 30, 30, 30 laps in a row, whereas me, I can do like maybe 4 or 5 of those laps, but then my tyres just start to finish, and I start doing all sorts of crazy lap times, like a lap off or whatever. Also, I've got anti-lock brakes on. Okay, fuck you guys. I know. I shouldn't, but I'm sorry, man. This like braking with a damn controller is just almost impossible. Like try aiming for like maybe 60% pressing on the brake on the controller with like only like a movement of 1 centimeter. It's just way too finicky, way too. What am I here for? Okay, that's it. Garage. Let's lower this. Have I even set up at 14? Yeah, I have. Let's see what that's saying. Hopefully get myself near the front. Now this is a 45-minute race, but obviously this being an AI, you know, race, I'm pretty sure it's going to kill me somehow. So, and anyway, this is more just sort of like to see how I do pace-wise for about say 5 to 10 laps. Alright, so for some strange reason, I didn't realise that I had hardly any space on my computer, so while recording it just kind of cut off mid in the middle of my quali lap. So anyway, I managed the 59.8 with quite a few mistakes in there as well, so I should be able to do faster. So far the AI has done a tenth faster than me, so yeah, I'm just gonna move on straight to the race now. Can't be bothered to try and like get pole and all that sort of stuff. Oh Lord. My God, come on. Oh Lord, that was close. See, this is the part where I catch him up, and then this is the part now where he starts to pull away. Whoa. Here we go. No. So easy to lose it there. Shall I go for the dive bomb? Wow. I do love that about the AI, how they do defend. What? come on now. Be serious. Oh, this guy's right up my ass again. There's a little stutter in there. Alright then, we'll try one more lap, see what we can do, pace-wise. Come on. Come on. Oh Lord, that was close. All right, so that was the race. It obviously went okay. For a time, I was in the lead, but then yeah, eventually the AI just my tires drop off, and I just can't keep up that same sort of pace. But yeah, I mean, driving with a controller, it's fun, it's doable, you know, but at the same time, it's definitely harder. It's definitely not something you'd really want to be doing if you want to be racing competitively. Like in terms of the settings, like I've shown you what to do at the beginning. Like I said, like it's the worst thing about it is just there's no force feedback. There's no vibrations letting you know what's going on with the car basically. rFactor 2 obviously hasn't got much controller support anyway, so that in and of itself pretty much renders you kind of useless. Not useless, no, that's not true. It's not that you're useless, it's just you're just, it's like fighting with an arm behind your back. Like you don't exactly know, you're reacting to what the car's doing visually, when we all know when you're racing you feel it first, and once you feel whatever you do, generally you can do something about it before it gets out of hand. Hence why you know, really pushing the tires to the limit. You're skating that line of sort of like oh damn, I've forgotten what the term is. Is it slippage? It might be slippage or whatever, to the point where you're maximizing the actual grip of the tires, but without knowing, you don't know whether you're going overboards and or not enough. Like it's just, it is what it is, and at the same time, like it's alright when I've got grip in the car, so it's doable. Like I can deal with it when the car's got grip, well max grip, which is pretty much the first 4 to 5 laps of a race anyway. But once that goes, it's just so much harder to keep the car on track, let alone like try and stay close to your lap times and be consistent. I think the best lap time I did here was a 2:08, and I mean that in and of itself is quite, it's, you know, it's a tough sell with the controller, because I did a race here with the GTEs a couple of months ago. I think it was an RD race, and I think my best lap time was like a mid 58. So you're looking at already, like, you know, with max grip, tires are fresh, I'm basically 3 seconds off pace, which is like that's a lot, man. That's a lot. That is enough to make me be like, nah, I'm not gonna be racing this competitively online, because I'm just gonna be taking, no, I'm not gonna be taking people out. But it's just not gonna be that fun. Maybe if I could practice a bit more and get to maybe within, you know, 1 to 2 seconds down to like what I was doing before, then it might be something doable. Do you know what I mean? Like I could go on there, be at the back of the pack, but I could still have some fun. I just don't want to be at the, you know, at the biggity back, where it's like I'm just not racing with anybody. That's just not fun at all. Especially when everybody's got a wheel and stuff. But yeah, so that's that. I mean, that was before the patch though. So like there has been a recent endurance patch which has kind of taken off quite a bit of pace from the GTE cars. So I mean, maybe it's taken off half a second, maybe a second, I don't know, but really and truly still puts me in quite a bit far off. But yeah, I'll keep plugging away. I mean, I'm gonna be hit pretty much controller ridden for the next I'd say month to 6 weeks anyway. So you know, let's see what I can do with it anyway. Do you know what I mean? I can still have some fun with it. But yeah, man, I mean, I don't think there's much more to say. Like, you know, yeah, you can have some fun with the controller, but yeah, you know, you gotta have like the surgical skills of like Edward Scissorhands to really make the most out of it. Like everybody else, you pretty much need not apply. If you don't have to, if you do have to, then you know, it's, you know, you can still have a bit of fun with it. But yeah, anyway, I'm gonna shoot off now. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and yeah, I'll catch you guys soon, man. Peace.